Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl Stephanie and welcome to my October favorites. This was definitely an interesting skin month. I had more breakouts than I have had in a long time. I think it might be attributed to me changing out my IUD, but that is a subject for a whole other video. I got some stuff to show y'all. If you haven't already, please make sure to subscribe below. Come join the sisterhood. No matter your true pronoun or gender identity, come join the family. All right, let's get started. Like I said, I got some breakouts. Like I had two massive ones here, one's over here for some reason, and they're like the really big, just like painful ones that are super red. Nobody's perfect. I definitely enjoy popping pimples sometimes, and then I immediately regret it because it's really bad to do that. But I have found a product that's helped the healing process along, and this is the CosRx Acne Pimple Master Patch. This is a hydrophilic wound dressing. So you open up this package here, and inside has another little sealed package that you open up, and it has Band-Aid-like little patches that you place over your acne. I think somebody was telling me these are very similar to those blister Band-Aids, so it just like absorbs like pus and stuff. On the packaging it says, acts as a protective cover, absorbs pus and oil, and it's non-drying. Clearly I've used all the large patches and I just have these really teeny ones left. These are definitely still useful because I feel like it doesn't have to cover exactly like the entire space of the pimple. It just has to cover the little opening. And I do think that these are the most useful, or maybe only useful, for acne or pimples that already have broken out or the skin is broken, so it can really absorb the sebum or the pus or whatever that's coming out of that. This is a gross video. But in any case, the morning after using this patch, my blemish is significantly less red, irritated. It seems like it definitely absorbs the pus and stuff and just helps it heal. I used this in the past and I just didn't think it was useful, but I think that's because I used it on acne that hadn't like bloomed yet. I think this is just really useful for those blemishes that have already come out. So I'm definitely a believer in these and I will be repurchasing some very soon. Next up in skin stuff, I have the Supergoop Perfect Day 2-in-1 Everywhere Lotion. This is SPF 50. This packaging is interesting because it actually has a little lip balm in the lid right there that has SPF 30. I haven't utilized this too much because I've been using it just at home, but I feel like this would be really cool to bring along if you're like going to the beach or something. I always burn my lips whenever I'm near the ocean for some reason. I would definitely bring this along with me, but in any case, you just twist off the lid right here and you just have a nice blendable lotion. You know, I haven't had any issues with like flashback or any kind of photography stuff with this. It has a pleasant smell. It has that very slight SPF scent to it, but I really don't mind that. When you put it on, it does leave like a slight little residue for a few minutes, and then I feel like it just really absorbs into the skin. Before moving on to a couple lip products, I just want to briefly talk about this right here. This is the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in Party with 3 A's. This is the blush that I've just been using pretty much every single day for at least the past month. I think I got this like in a Sephora VIB thing or something like that. So it's a smaller version of the full size, but I just feel like it's a really easy blush to use. It looks really nice on my skin tone. I feel like it would look nice on many skin tones. I feel like if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I am very fearful of over blushing and just putting too much color on. So this is just a universally pretty color. I use it with this brush right here, which is the Sigma Dual Fiber F50 brush. I feel like this really picks up the correct amount of product, not too much, and blends it really nicely on the cheek. So I just want to give this one a little mention before we move on to some lip stuff. So currently on my lips right now, I have the Fenty Gloss Bomb in Fenty Glow. Now this is a product that came out with the very first collection. First of all, packaging, so beautiful. The other thing I love about this thing is the doe foot applicator is huge. All it really takes is like 1-2 swipes to get this on my lips. Of course, I like to put a little bit of extra on, but it's definitely the largest lip gloss applicator I have ever used, and I really do enjoy using it. The other thing is I typically don't like shimmers or glitters or anything like that within my lip gloss, but for some reason it just really works with this one. It is very similar to my lip color as well, so it's like a my lips but better situation. I've just been using this a ton. I use it the entire time I was in Yellowstone, so if you watched those vlogs, anytime my lips were glossy, I was wearing this. The second lip product I have to show you also has a very interesting applicator, and is the YSL, I think you pronounce it Couture Matte Satin Lip Color. I have 4 of them here. So when you open up the package, it has this kind of angular situation going on the applicator, which really makes it so easy to go into the very, very corners of your lips, as well as right where your cupid's bow is. It's very different than any applicator I've ever seen, and I think it is very effective. I really like the formula of this product as well. It is quite soft and very smooth. It is not a thick formula at all, so when you're applying it, you really can't feel it on your lips that much. It stays kind of moisturized for a while, but then it really does dry down on the lips, but not in a way that makes your lips feel like they're cracking. So I've worn all of these colors right here pretty consistently, especially the reds in the collection. I think these are great for everyday wear. They're easy to apply. They stay on for a very, very long time, and they just look beautiful on the lips. Last thing I have to show you is a little bit of a wild card. Here I have these Woolsey's natural fabric softeners. These are 100% pure New Zealand wool. What you do with these is you just throw them all into the dryer together with your clothes, and it helps keep everything separated so nothing clumps up together, and it also helps dry your clothing faster because it's made out of wool, so I guess just helps the drying process along a little bit. My building has really bad ventilation, so I actually just got my dryer checked up on and cleaned out, and I don't have any issues on my end, but there's issues with the building's ventilation. So it takes a long time for my clothes to dry, and I feel like this has really made a difference in helping that time reduce by a bit at least. And the other cool thing about these is that I also bought this pack, which is their essential oils, and you don't have to buy from Woolsey's at all. You can use any essential oils that you want to use, and what you do is you just place a few drops onto the little wool ball, and it makes your clothes smell like that essential oil. So it's just a really nice and natural addition to some sort of scent to your clothing. I don't do it for everything. I'll do it more for like my towels and stuff, because I personally kind of steer away from scenting anything that I put on my body. I actually touched upon that in my feminine hygiene video, so if you want to check that out, I talk more extensively about why I don't use scents and everything on my body. But if you want to just add a little bit extra, you know, it's extracts. They're pretty pure, and I don't think that I've ever had any kind of issues with these on my skin. I especially like the eucalyptus oil in this collection. There's lavender, lemon, orange, peppermint, eucalyptus, and tea tree. I haven't experimented yet, but I kind of want to try and like mix some scents together. So if you have any suggestions for any scent combinations, please let me know. And yeah, that is a really random favorite, but I have really been into these little wool dryer balls. All right, y'all, that is it for my October favorites. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please make sure to subscribe below. I love y'all, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.